Welcome to Lesson 4. We're talking about second declension neuter nouns and present middle passive indicative verbs. Take your handbook, please, and turn to page 17, Lesson 4. We're going to begin by looking at second declension neuter nouns. And I want to remind you of the Greek noun map from our last lesson. As you can see, there's three declensions of Greek nouns. First declension, which is primarily feminine. Second declension, masculine and neuter. Last time we looked at the masculine, second declension masculine noun endings. And today we're looking at the second declension neuter noun endings. So that's where we are on the Greek noun map. The second declension neuter nouns have slightly varying endings from the masculine nouns, but they're still characterized by the omicron or the omega of the second declension. What you see in the box is the declension of the Greek word teknon, and on the left side you see the nominative, genitive, and dative abbreviations. Then comes the article, and then the noun itself. The endings of the noun are own, oo, o, own, a, own, use, a. So to teknon, the child. To teknu, of the child. To tekno, to or for the child. To tekno, the child. And if we left the articles off, then it would just be child, of a child, to or for a child, and a child. In the plural, ta tekna, the children, ton teknon, of the children, tus teknus, to or for the children, ta tekna, again the children. So the endings, which we saw in the previous slide, are own, oo, o, own, a, own, use, a. Now, there's some characteristics of neuter nouns that are helpful to be aware of. The neuter genitive and neuter dative forms are identical to the masculine forms. So, as you can see here, the genitive and dative singular endings for both masculine and neuter second declension nouns are oo and o, respectively. Secondly, the nominative and accusative forms of all neuter nouns are identical. Specifically, you can see here that the nominative and accusative in both the singular and the plural are identical. Thirdly, the neuter articles match the endings except in the nominative singular and accusative singular. So where I've highlighted the chart, you can see that the ending of the article and the ending of the noun are identical. The fourth item here, as with most nouns, the vocative is identical to the nominative and is therefore not included as a separate form in declension. And that's going to be the way it is for nouns from here on out. And the last item is that neuter plural subjects often take singular verbs. Another way to say that is that a neuter plural noun, when it's functioning as the subject of a verb, will often take a singular verb rather than a plural verb, where we expect a noun and verb to agree in number. If the noun's plural, the verb's plural. If the noun's singular, the verb's singular. But neuter nouns are an exception to this. For example, in John 6:63, ta remata a ego lilalika umin nevma estin. So the words ta remata is a neuter plural with a singular verb form. So don't be surprised if you see neuter plural noun and a singular verb. And that's all there is to the second declension neuter noun endings. From our standpoint, you've been learning these nouns, you've been learning them at this point you're beginning to learn the endings, so that if you had to generate them, you can now say, okay, if I want to say it's the father of the child, I will say o pater tu technu, or the father of the children, o pater ton technon. I know what endings to put on the noun to indicate the of relationship, or he gave a book to a child, Edokin vivlion to techno, Edokin vivlion to techno.